What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and 50 Cent has given the people that have dissed him on wax, from Fabolous to Mano to Jim Jones to now even Papoose, an ultimatum. And if they can meet that ultimatum, he will respond in the booth. Yes, he said it himself. He will respond in the booth only if they can do this. So let's go over this. First, let me break down a little bit of the history. I don't want to go over it too much because I've already broken down this in other videos. So basically how all this started was Fabolous, Mano, Jim Jones, and Dave East have a Let's Rap About It podcast. On that podcast, they talk about documentaries. On the topic of documentaries, they said if the guy isn't involved in the documentary that's being documented about, it is a corny documentary. It's a mockumentary, is what Jim Jones said. 50 took that personal because his Diddy Netflix documentary came out, and he decided to call them out and basically revealed that they owed $250,000 in rent for their podcast studio where they record their podcast. And they're basically, squatters. Squatters is people who stay in buildings or houses who don't pay any rent or anything. Then what ended up happening was on Christmas Day, they decided to go in a studio and rap over 50 Cent's beats. And Fabolous was the one who actually went the hardest at 50. Dave East didn't really diss 50. Mano, took some disses here and there. Jim Jones as well. But Fabolous was the main one. And then everybody put pressure on 50 to respond in the studio. And from there, 50 decided to make a New Year's post and said, hey, I'll come out to play once I'm done with all the work that I have to do for New Year's night, because he was at 3 different locations for New Year's. After that, people have been saying, where's the music, 50? Where's the music? Are you ever going to respond to Fabolous? So on and so forth. Well, through there, what ended up happening is 50 posted a video. So this post and delete was trolling Papoose and Clarissa following video of Remy and Papoose allegedly at the same fur store on Christmas. In the video, it's basically a relationship video where they're just trolling each other. And then the caption says, now you see that's assault. You can't just go around putting your hands on people. LOL, Happy New Year. From there, though, 50 deleted that. But obviously, Papoose caught wind of that, and Papoose decided to go off on 50 and actually went on him pretty aggressively with AI, which is unfortunate. A lot of times this AI video stuff is getting crazy, but he decides to make a funny video of 50 essentially dancing in a girl outfit and, at a strip club area. And then the caption says, no, stop deflecting, Curtis. The world is still waiting for your response to Fab and them. You from Southside, do something, fight or flight. Holla if you need a ghostwriter chump. And then from there, 50 responded, and he said, he posted that AI video, and 50 said this: look at what Pat posted, ha ha ha. That looked like one of his joints. All his hoes handsome, they tougher than him, LOL, which is a crazy thing to say. Papoose then responded with another AI video of 50 dancing around. And then he said in the caption, why everybody keep comparing 50 to a bitch? Is it because he gossips so much? Why he still ain't respond to Let's Rap About It? He know he ain't nice for real. Go apologize to Banks, chump. You need him right now. Papoose then followed that up with 50 Cent's former baby mama, not the one with the Diddy situation, but his first one. He put a long caption saying, since you want to post cap, we gonna post facts. Corner boy, translation, boo-boo, the fool was a bum before rap. This guy was taking packs on Guy or Brewer. What type of gangster lie about how many times they got shot? He said he lied because he wanted to get shot more times than Tupac. Alexa, play What the Helly by Rob 49. This guy, more of a wankster than I thought he was. You hit this black queen while she was pregnant. You abused this black queen. You wife Daphne Joy. Our sisters aren't good enough for you. Cancel culture, question mark. From there, 50 actually responded to Papoose again, and he actually used my image that I made, the verse mentality, and it was 50 Cent in the Club surpassing 2 billion streams on Spotify. So he took that, my post, and then he posted in the caption saying, this just in, LOL, I know I'd be making these guys mad. It is what it is. If you was nice, people would buy your music. Your shit is trash, fool. He then followed that up with a video of Remy Ma. And in the caption, he said, wait, I thought he spit the best bars. That's why Clarissa bought her own Louis Vuitton for Christmas. The video is Remy Ma talking about how her ex, which was Papoose, has the least amount of income. He doesn't make no money at all. So check out the video.
My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with.
Don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay.
The fuck?
From here, and this is where we get to 50's response of what these rappers need to do in order for 50 to get in the booth to respond. Papoose decides to preview a potential 50 Cent diss track. And the caption said, "Best ever, the untouchable Papoose. If you feel something, kill something." 50 then posted that Papoose diss track. And in the caption said, "What the f? I can't get jiggy with this shit. LOL, y'all trash. Make one song that can sell and I'll come play. Y'all still trying to sell music, right?" So there you go. There's your reason why 50 isn't going in the booth to respond. So following that, though, which is interesting, is Papoose revealed that video was from December 5th, 2025. And in the caption, he said, "He's paranoid. Look at him responding to a video I originally posted December 5th. He started this fake beef January 1st. Got him. A song that can sell. This is real hip hop. Something you know nothing about. When the last time you made a hit, though, Curtis?" So he did reveal it was an old track, but even I fell for it because I don't know what a new Papoose song is. I haven't listened to Papoose. I don't listen to Papoose. So he's just kind of proven his point that people don't really check for his music. People are assuming what he previewed in the video was new because people don't really listen to Papoose. So basically what he was doing is trying to promote his own music by posting that up right now while he's beefing with 50. Because he's probably getting no motion in music. I mean, we looked at the Spotify monthly listeners. This guy's got 170,000 to 164,000, 170,000 at best. That's it. 50 Cent is at 40 plus million. I think 45 million or 47 million, something like that. That's like a high school player with some cool little highlights challenging LeBron James to a one-on-one. At what point does that make any sense? Why would you take out any time to respond to this guy? But it is what it is. That's just, people don't understand that. And 50 at a certain point is right. Papoose is saying, you haven't made a hit record in a long time, but at least 50's music, his old music, is still streaming. He just did 2 billion streams on Spotify off In the Club. 2 billion. And for people that say that's the only hit record he has, Candy Shop's over 1 billion, PIMP's over 1 billion. He has a bunch of records that are about to reach over 1 billion. And by the way, there are only 300 songs on Spotify that have reached over 2 billion streams on there. 300 songs only of all genres, not just hip hop, all genres. And 50's up there. And that's an old 2003 song. So I would rather be in 50's career. I think anybody with a brain would. Would you rather be a guy who can spit bars? Okay, cool. You can rap. That's not the only thing of music and hip hop. I get it. The roots of it is, but we're not at the roots of it. You have to have some type of business sense. You have to have some type of, to promote your music, or else nobody's going to know what the fuck you're doing. You can rap your ass off all you want, but that doesn't matter. It's not just about bars. It's about song structure as well. And anyone would take 50's career over Papoose, over Fabolous, over Mano, over Jim Jones, over Davies. He's right. You guys need to sell some records, be relevant, musically, in order for 50 to even try to take out time to jump in the booth, because it doesn't benefit him. If he jumps in the booth right now, what does that do for him? Nothing. When he was in his prime, he was responding to everybody. Now he doesn't have to. He's past his prime. He's working on June at Films and Television. He's got millions of other things to do. Last thing he cares about is going to make music at this point. It's sad to say, do I want him to respond musically? Yes. Of course I do. That's how I became a fan of 50, is through his music. But 50 is not in that state anymore. We're in 2026. It's not that 50 anymore where he gets in the studio, responds on wax and all these diss tracks. And he doesn't have to respond to these guys. If it was like a Drake dissing him or somebody where like it would make sense for him to take out time, I'd be like, all right, yeah, this is beneficial. Why not do it? But all this does is benefit them. Look at that. The second 50 started beefing with Papoose, Papoose started promoting his own music and posting his music online. Because he wasn't getting any motion before that. Nobody cared about a Papoose song that was coming out before that. Yeah, maybe his 164,000 fans that he has that listen to him monthly. But that's like so minuscule versus 50 and how many fans he has that listen to his music. It's so minuscule. It's like the smallest. You need Papoose's streams or monthly listeners. Like it needs to be 1,000 times multiple, or at least 400. No, I don't even know what the math on it. It's like, let me see. 10 would be a million at least. So yeah, so about 45. I don't know. I'm doing a horrible math. I'm not even going to attempt it. But yeah, like 45 to 100 times of Papoose's streaming numbers just to get to 50. And that's just on Spotify. We're not talking Apple Music, YouTube, any of that. So what are we talking about here? But that's my take on it. I think, 50's kind of moved on from it. It's easier to make an Instagram post than to actually go in the studio and, write these bars. But, hey, at least in his prime, 50 was responding to people and giving people bars and, taking on whoever wanted to go at him. But he's past that. And, I don't like it. I wish he would get in the booth and respond. But, hey, that time has passed. And I think anybody expecting him to go back in there, it's kind of delusional at this point, But, yeah, I think Fabolous is the only one who deserves a response. Fabolous cooked him. That's about it. The rest of these guys, nah, man. It's not even worth it. Now, at least Fabolous has like 4.5 or almost 5 million monthly listeners on Spotify. He's got a couple of hit records, So to him, it makes more sense to engage with Fabolous than it does anybody else because it's just benefiting them. If 50 responded to them on Wax, they're just benefiting from it. 50 gains no benefit from it. So why would he take out the time to do it? But yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. And that's 50's ultimatum. Make hit records, Papoose. Make hit records, Dave East. Make hit records, Fabolous. Make hit records, Jim Jones and Mano. Because they haven't had hit records in a long time. Yeah, 50 hasn't either, but at least 50's music is still going crazy. And people are still streaming it. And people are still buying it. People are still watching it on YouTube. So that is a huge ultimatum, man. But I don't know if Papoose can make a hit record. That's a really good question. It's been a long time, and he hasn't made a single hit record ever in his career. That's my take on it. I agree. Make a hit record, and maybe you can get 50 in the booth to respond to you and help you with your career. But yeah, let's see what happens moving forward. That's it for today's video. If you guys want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $3 a month, you can get my videos uncut and raw the way I intended them to be, but couldn't because of YouTube. Plus, you also get access to our Discord community where we have a great community talking about hip hop and various other things. It's very dope. So only $3 a month. I'd really appreciate the support. Also follow us on social media at QuakeGW and at Diverse Mentality. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.